Chosen ones, if you're hearing these words right now, consider it a direct sign that something extraordinary is about to happen in your financial life. There is a divine appointment on the horizon, a major financial miracle that's poised to turn your life upside down in the best possible way. This isn't wishful thinking or empty optimism. It's a powerful truth waiting to be activated by your faith, your perseverance, and your willingness to believe that what seems impossible to man is entirely possible with the source that created the universe. Take a moment to let that sink in. Can you sense the excitement in the air? It's as though the very atmosphere is charged with anticipation. You might feel a stirring in your spirit right now, a kind of holy unrest that says, I know something big is coming. Lean into that feeling. It's not here to tease or mislead you. It's here to prepare you for the extraordinary shift that's on its way. And let me tell you, when it arrives, it won't trickle in quiet. It will burst through every barrier, exceed every expectation, and leave you standing in awe of the miraculous. If you're ready to claim it, if you're ready to say, that financial miracle has my name on it, then take a step of faith and comment 777 below. Don't underestimate the power of this action. It may look like just a number on a screen, but when done in faith, it's a declaration. You're declaring that you refuse to settle for a life where money is a constant source of worry or limitation. You're aligning yourself with a higher truth, that you are chosen for abundance, provision, and supernatural supply, far beyond what your logical mind can fathom. Now you might be wondering, why me? Why would a financial miracle be headed my way? The answer is twofold. First, because you are loved more deeply than you can comprehend. You weren't placed on this earth to live in perpetual lack. Second, because there is a purpose in you that needs funding, your dreams, your calling, your impact on the world. These things require resources. And if your heart is aligned with using those resources for good, for uplifting others, and for fulfilling the unique mission you've been given, then it only makes sense that the universe would back you up. But let's get real for a moment. Maybe you've felt stuck in a cycle of just getting by, or you've been drowning in debt for years. Perhaps you've been working multiple jobs or hustling every day, only to watch your bank account hover at the same frustrating balance. It's easy in those circumstances to feel disqualified from blessings. But hear me clearly. Your past or present situation does not disqualify you from a miraculous turnaround. In fact, some of the greatest financial miracles happen in the darkest valleys, right when it seems like there's no earthly way out. Why? Because that's precisely where faith has room to flourish, shining brightest in the darkest night. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly believed without reservation that a financial breakthrough could be yours? Not just for other people who seem more lucky or more deserving, but for you. If it's been a while, let this message shake you awake. Let it remind you that your breakthrough might be just around the corner, waiting for you to claim it. And one of the simplest ways to start claiming it is by changing your internal dialogue. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, start saying, I'm stepping into a season of plenty. There is more than enough. Instead of dreading the bills that come in, begin to imagine what life will be like when you pay them off easily, even helping others with theirs. Yes, it takes courage to believe like this, especially if your reality has told a different story for so long. But that's why faith is so powerful. It doesn't deny reality, it transforms it. Faith sees the invisible, believes in the impossible, and receives what logic says cannot be done. If you have a single mustard seed of faith left in your heart, that's enough to activate this word. Fan that tiny spark into a flame. Feed it with hope, with expectation, and with declarations of abundance. Watch as it grows into a force that no lack or limitation can withstand. If this resonates with you, go ahead and comment 777 again. Each time you do, you're amplifying your agreement with this promise. You're saying, I'm ready, I'm open, and I'm expecting a miracle in my finances. Don't worry about how it will happen. That's often where we trip ourselves up, trying to figure out every detail. The miraculous seldom arrives through the channels we predict. Instead, it comes from unexpected sources and leaves us marveling at the timing, the method, and the precision of it all. Think of the countless testimonials of people who suddenly received unexpected checks, found money in places they'd never have thought to look, or had debts mysteriously forgiven. These aren't fairy tales, they're real-life examples of what happens when faith meets divine orchestration. Could you be the next testimony? Could your story be the one that inspires others to believe that indeed, a major financial miracle is possible for them too? Don't discount it. Yet, we must also understand that miracles typically flow where there is movement. Just like a faucet releases water when you turn the handle, your step of faith, be it action, generosity, or obedience to a nudge in your spirit, often triggers the release of what's been stored up for you. This doesn't mean you must frantically strive or force things to happen. On the contrary, it's about being attuned to the opportunities and ideas that come your way, then acting on them with confidence and trust. One of the biggest blockers to financial miracles is a mindset of scarcity. That little voice saying, "There's never enough, I'll always struggle," or "people like me can't get ahead." If you've caught yourself thinking like that, don't condemn yourself. Simply recognize that these thoughts are not the truth. They're programs instilled by past experiences or negative influences. You have the power to overwrite those programs with a new narrative, one that affirms, "I am chosen for abundance. Money flows to me in surprising and joyful ways, and I have everything I need to fulfill my destiny." Let's be real. Changing a scarcity mindset can be an uphill battle. It takes daily commitment, constant reminders, and a willingness to step outside the comfort zone of familiar limitations. But the rewards are life-changing. As your mindset shifts, your external circumstances start to mirror that shift. Opportunities you never noticed before will suddenly stand out. Solutions to your financial dilemmas will present themselves, seemingly out of nowhere. Relationships that can open doors might surface in your path. This is not luck. It's the natural unfolding of a consciousness aligned with blessing. If you're ready to let go of scarcity thinking for good, comment 777 once more as a sign that you're partnering with this new perspective. You might feel a wave of resistance when you do. That's normal. Your old beliefs might protest, telling you it's all nonsense. But keep going. Push through that resistance like a seed pushes through the soil. Eventually the old beliefs will give way, and your new reality will blossom. Let's also talk about the heart posture required to steward a financial miracle once it arrives. Because here's the truth. Miracles can come suddenly, but lasting transformation requires wisdom and discipline. If you receive a large sum of money, for instance, yet continue with poor financial habits, you may quickly find yourself back in lack. That's why the journey toward your miracle is just as crucial as the miracle itself. In the journey, you learn to manage money responsibly, to be generous toward others, and to remain humble and grateful. This ensures that when the miracle hits, you're fully equipped to handle it without squandering it. So, as you anticipate this financial breakthrough, consider taking practical steps to prepare. Create a budget or refine the one you have. Seek out financial education resources, whether online courses or mentors who've walked a prosperous path. Ask yourself, how can I become the best possible steward of the windfall I'm expecting? By doing this, you show that you're serious about your miracle, ready to sustain it and allow it to grow. You move from the realm of wishful thinking into tangible preparation, which is where faith truly meets works. And let's not forget the spiritual dimension of stewardship. Generosity is one of the most potent ways to position yourself for financial miracles. When you give freely, be it time, money, or a helping hand, you declare that you trust in an unlimited source. That trust dismantles the fear-based mindset that says, "I have to hold on to everything I've got or I might run out." Instead, you're showing that you believe more is always on the way, which aligns perfectly with the principle of receiving and reaping what you sow. Try it. The next time you feel prompted to bless someone, do it with a joyful heart, and watch how blessings start rolling back toward you. If that resonates with you, if you're committed to cultivating a heart of giving even before your miracle arrives, then type 777 again. Let it be a tangible expression of your decision to break the chains of fear and step into the flow of generosity. Some people wait until they have enough to give, but that day rarely comes if generosity isn't a habit cultivated in every season, lean or lush. The paradox is that giving in lean times often opens doors that lead to the lush times you've been praying for. Chosen ones, another powerful key is your words. Proverbs teaches that life and death are in the power of the tongue. What are you speaking over your finances? Are you cursing yourself with phrases like, "I'm always broke," or "money is the root of all evil"? Time to flip the script. Speak life instead. Start declaring daily affirmations such as, "I am a magnet for financial abundance," "Doors of opportunity swing wide open for me," or "My money multiplies and blesses others in the process." Yes, it might feel weird at first, especially if you're used to complaining, but keep at it. Words shape reality, and the more you speak prosperity, the more you'll see evidence of it unfolding in your world. Now you might ask, does speaking positively guarantee a miracle? It's not a vending machine formula, it's a principle. When you consistently speak lack, you reinforce a mindset of lack. When you consistently speak abundance, you reinforce a mindset of abundance. That shift in mindset is what aligns you with the opportunities, ideas, and steps that lead to financial miracles. It's not magic, but it's undeniably powerful, and countless testimonies back this up. If you're ready to transform your speech patterns, to let only words of life and hope flow from your lips regarding money, comment 777 once again. Each declaration is like a seed being planted in your mind and spirit, which will eventually yield a harvest of transformation in your everyday life. Don't just type it, feel it, embrace it, believe it. See that number on the screen as a reflection of your inner resolve to never again allow negative, defeatist words to rule your life. Let's also look at timing. Perhaps you've prayed for a financial miracle for years and wondered if the window of opportunity has closed. Hear this loud and clear: it's never too late. Divine timing transcends our human deadlines. That means even if you think you're behind schedule or you've passed your prime earning years, a miracle can still happen. Age, background, education, these are man-made barriers that hold no weight in the realm of the miraculous. Stories abound of people who found unexpected wealth or launched successful ventures in their later years, all because they didn't let society's timelines dictate their faith. At the same time, be open to the possibility that your miracle may unfold in stages. Sometimes it's not an instant lottery win, but a progressive series of financial blessings that steadily elevate your position. A new job offer with better pay, a random freelance gig that grows into a stable income, an investment that matures at just the right moment. Miracles can be shockingly normal in their appearance, even if their orchestration is anything but normal. Don't discount these small stepping stones. They're often part of a grand design that leads you to the major breakthrough you've envisioned. Still, there are times when miracles do burst forth like a tidal wave, abruptly changing your life in a single day. It might be an inheritance you didn't know about, a legal settlement in your favor, or an investor who decides to back your idea in a big way. When that happens, Be ready to move quickly. Seize the opportunity with both hands and let gratitude guide your every step. Resist any urge to brag or become complacent. A true miracle is as humbling as it is exhilarating, reminding you that a grace beyond your effort has stepped in. Wherever you find yourself on this journey, whether you're expecting a swift, dramatic move or a steady progression, stay anchored in the knowing that you are chosen. That alone sets you apart. It means doors are destined to open for you that remain locked for others. It means people will wonder how you managed to break free from financial constraints that once seemed permanent. It means your testimony will serve as a beacon of hope for those who feel trapped in endless struggle. If you can see yourself being that beacon, shining light into the darkness of financial despair that so many live in, type 777 again. Make it your symbol, your brand, your statement of faith that says, I'm not just receiving a miracle for me, I'm receiving it for every person I'll inspire. Because at the end of the day, miracles aren't meant to be hoarded, they are meant to overflow, to touch others, to multiply into more miracles in more lives. That's how a single blessing can transform entire communities, even nations, when it's stewarded well. You might wonder, what if I falter along the way? What if doubt creeps back in? Understand that doubt is a natural part of the human experience. Don't beat yourself up when it happens. Simply acknowledge it, then refocus on the truth that you are on a path designed for breakthrough. Surround yourself with uplifting voices, people, books, videos that reinforce what you're believing for. Create a daily routine that includes affirmations, prayer, or meditation specifically about your financial miracle. Little by little, you'll find that doubt loses its grip and faith stands tall once again. Also, be prepared that when your financial status begins to change, not everyone will celebrate. Some might be envious, some might question your motives or methods. That's part of the package when you step into blessings that defy conventional logic. Guard your heart, maintain your humility, and keep doing good with what you have. The real measure of prosperity isn't in how much you accumulate, but in how widely you can bless others. Let your miracle become a ripple of hope, not a reason for boastful pride. Chosen ones, can you feel the shift yet? Can you feel that your faith is already rising to match the promise of a major financial miracle? This is how transformation begins, within you, before it ever appears in your bank account or wallet. Once your inner state aligns with the frequency of abundance, the external world will have no choice but to catch up. It's like tuning a radio to the right station. Suddenly you hear the music clearly. In the same way, when you tune your spirit to divine provision, you'll start receiving the signals of guidance, favor, and increase. If you're resonating with this and want to keep fueling that inner transformation, comment 777 yet again. Let it be your anthem, your call to the unseen realms, that you are ready and waiting, that your arms are open wide to receive. Each comment is an echo in the spiritual dimension, amplifying your intentions and solidifying your commitment to this path. Now, let's delve into the idea of expectation. Expectation is like a magnet for miracles. When you truly expect something, positively or negatively, you often attract the very thing you dwell on. If you constantly expect bills to pile up, guess what usually happens? They pile up. If you constantly expect blessings, guess what usually happens? Opportunities arise. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about recognizing that your inner stance shapes much of your reality. So how do you cultivate expectation? Start by visualizing the outcome you desire. If you have debt, imagine it being cancelled or paid off in full. If you're renting and dream of owning a home, picture yourself walking through the front door of a place that's entirely yours. If you're unemployed, envision a job offer that not only meets your financial needs, but also aligns with your passions. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the stronger your expectation becomes. Pair that visualization with gratitude, thanking the universe or God in advance for making it happen. That's how you shift from a vague hope to a living, breathing confidence that your financial miracle is already in motion. Let's talk about action as well. After all, faith without works is dead. Don't just visualize, follow through with tangible steps. Polish up your resume, research home buying programs, seek financial counseling, or invest in learning new skills. Each step you take is a seed planted in fertile ground. Combine these practical actions with your unwavering expectation. You'll be amazed at how quickly things start moving when your faith and your feet point in the same direction. Chosen ones, the truth is that we're just scratching the surface. There's so much more to unpack about positioning yourself for financial miracles, about the synergy between spirit and strategy, about the power of networking with like-minded believers who are on a similar journey. But for now, let these words sink deep into your heart. A major financial miracle is coming your way. The question is, are you truly ready to claim it? If your answer is a resounding yes, then this is your moment. Type 777 one more time, sealing your intention to walk this out in both faith and action. Let every letter typed be a manifestation of your deepest commitment to seeing this become your reality. Don't shy away now. You've come too far, endured too much, and learned too many lessons to shrink back. Embrace the magnitude of what's unfolding. Stand tall, shoulders back, with a sense of anticipation that the next chapter of your life will be written in the ink of abundance. Even as you do this, pay attention to what's happening inside you. That flutter in your stomach, that warmth in your chest, that tingling on your skin. Those sensations are more than mere biology. They're markers of spiritual alignment, signifying that you're aligning with a truth that's bigger than any obstacle you face. Let it give you courage, let it give you boldness, let it give you the peace of mind that no matter how crazy the world gets, you are on a divine track that leads to overflow. Pause for a moment and consider the times fear has held you back. Was it when you had a chance to invest in something but talked yourself out of it? Was it when you felt led to apply for a job that seemed out of reach, and then never did? Or maybe you settled for less than you deserved in negotiation because you were afraid of losing the offer. Fear is a thief of opportunity, robbing you before you ever take your shot. But right now you have a chance to reclaim what fear has taken. By acknowledging its presence and then moving forward anyway, you strip fear of its power. You say, yes, I might feel unsure, but I also feel a stirring in my heart that won't let me stay stuck. If you're determined not to be held captive by fear anymore, type 777 right now. Each time you do, let it serve as a powerful rebuttal to those nagging doubts. Let it resonate like a trumpet blast in the depths of your spirit, proclaiming that your future won't be dictated by what you're afraid of. Instead, you're led by a vision of abundance, a promise of supernatural provision waiting to be unearthed. Another crucial aspect of claiming your financial miracle is learning to let go of past failures. Maybe you made poor money choices, trusted the wrong people, or simply lacked knowledge at critical moments. Those experiences can stain your confidence, making you doubt your ability to handle the miracle once it arrives. But here's the truth. You are not defined by your mistakes. Yes, they might have been painful teachers, but they also shaped you into a wiser, more resilient version of yourself. Now you know what to avoid, what to look out for, and how to protect what you'll soon receive. Think of it this way: diamonds are formed under intense pressure. If you've endured pressure in your finances, collectors calling, eviction threats, endless stress, that could be the very environment forging you into a diamond. In your darkest moments, you often learn the most valuable lessons about stewardship, priorities, and the fleeting nature of money when mismanaged. Far from disqualifying you, these lessons can become they prepare you to handle an influx of wealth in a grounded, responsible and purpose-driven way. If you're ready to let go of every guilt trip, every regret and every self-accusation, then type 777 again. Visualize each digit as a release valve, letting out the toxic air of shame and breathing in the fresh air of acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, acceptance of your journey, and acceptance that something greater is on the horizon. There's no reason to lug around the baggage of past failures any longer. This is a new chapter, and the pen is in your hand. Now, let's talk about positioning yourself in the path of miracles. It's one thing to believe for a breakthrough, but it's another to position your life in such a way that you can receive it fully. Positioning often involves practical wisdom. For example, if you're dreaming of a sudden financial windfall yet refusing to open any savings account or invest even the smallest portion of your income, you're not setting yourself up for growth. Faith isn't an excuse to dismiss good practices. It's the framework that supercharges them. When you combine strategic effort with unwavering belief, the results can be staggering. It might be time to challenge yourself. Can you streamline your expenses, pay down a small debt, or carve out a consistent habit of saving, even if it's just a few dollars a week? By doing so, you create a container for the blessing that's on its way. Picture it like preparing storehouses before the rain arrives. When the rain does come, you won't be scrambling for buckets and pots. You'll have well-built barns ready to hold the overflow. That's the essence of positioning. And let's not forget about networking. Financial miracles often flow through relationships, whether it's someone who shares a lucrative business tip, invests in your dream, or recommends you for a higher-paying job. Are you surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to grow? Or are you stuck in circles where small-mindedness and complaining about money are the norms? Sometimes the simplest shift, like joining a mastermind group, attending seminars, or even online communities, can open doors to connections that spark remarkable financial opportunities. If you're open to forming these connections, both in the physical world and online, comment 777 once more. Let it be a virtual handshake, signaling to the universe that you're ready to meet the people who hold keys to the next level of your destiny, because in the grand design, no one succeeds alone. We rise faster and fuller when we rise together, benefiting from collective wisdom and shared experiences. Chosen ones, let's also address the concept of divine timing. You might feel an urgency, a sense that your financial situation needs changing right now. Sometimes we mistake that urgency for a sign that God or the universe is late. But remember, late, by human standards, is often perfect timing in the supernatural realm. The moment you truly need your miracle, it arrives. If it hasn't arrived yet, perhaps there's a layer of preparation still unfolding, a hidden piece of the puzzle that needs to be put in place. Trust that the same force that orchestrates galaxies is more than capable of orchestrating the details of your finances. In the waiting, cultivate patience mixed with expectancy. That might sound contradictory, but it's a powerful combination. Patience acknowledges that not everything is in your control, while expectancy fuels your faith that it's coming. This balance keeps you from burnout, from forcing your way into something that isn't ripe yet, but also from getting complacent. Instead, you find a poised stance, ready to leap into action the moment opportunity shows its face. If you're committed to maintaining this poised stance, to waiting patiently yet expecting passionately, type 777 yet again. Each keystroke reverberates with your determination to wait with grace and act with courage. This is the sweet spot where miracles love to manifest, because you're neither dragging your feet nor running ahead prematurely. You're harmonizing your pace with the divine rhythm of your life, and that's when breakthroughs tend to occur with stunning ease. As you continue preparing for your financial miracle, don't overlook the importance of internal healing. Sometimes a wounded heart can sabotage blessings because it clings to self-sabotaging narratives like, "I don't deserve this," or "Everyone who loves me eventually leaves me, maybe money will too." These beliefs, often subconscious, can create a cycle of gain and loss. You might get a temporary boost of finances, only to lose them through impulsive decisions or by undercharging for your work, because deep down, you're afraid of success. Self-reflection is your friend here. Journal about your fears and limiting beliefs. Take them to prayer or meditation, asking for divine insight on where they originated and how to release them. Seek counseling or talk with a trusted mentor if needed. There's no shame in acknowledging emotional baggage that could hinder your financial progress. In fact, vulnerability is strength. It's the gateway to transformation. As you let go of these internal blocks, you'll notice an increased capacity to hold on to wealth and to allow it to multiply. Abundance, after all, is as much an internal condition as an external one. It's a state of wholeness, freedom, and trust. When your heart is healed, your mind is renewed, and your actions align with your values, money becomes a tool instead of a torment. You can steward it wisely, enjoy it guilt-free, and use it as a force for good in the world. Think of how many lives could be touched if you have the resources to act on your most compassionate impulses. Charities you could support, families you could help, projects you could launch that solve real problems in your community. When you make your financial miracle about more than just yourself, you tap into a grander purpose. Money becomes a conduit for love, influence, and positive impact. That mindset shift alone can accelerate your breakthrough. You move from, "I just want enough for me," to, "I want overflow to bless others too." If that resonates, if you feel called to be not just a recipient but also a distributor of blessing, comment 777 once more. Let your commitment echo across every realm, declaring that your miracle will not stop with you. It will cascade into your family, your community, maybe even entire nations if that's what you're destined for. Audacious? Yes. But who says miracles have to be small? Let's also consider the role of thankfulness in all of this. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. When you practice daily thankfulness, you tune your eyes to see blessings no matter how small. This attitude shift can be especially transformative if you're surrounded by negativity or if your circumstances are genuinely tough. By focusing on what you do have, you create a fertile ground for more to grow. Think of gratitude as the sunshine that coaxes seeds to sprout. Without it, those seeds might remain dormant, never seeing the light of day. And let's be practical about this. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 to 5 things you're thankful for each day, specifically relating to finances or anything else you cherish. It might be as simple as, "I'm grateful I had enough money to buy groceries," or "I'm thankful for a random discount I got." Over time, you'll accumulate evidence of favor in your life, evidence that a miracle is not just a fantasy. This positive record-keeping anchors you in hope and builds a case against every lie that says, "Nothing good ever happens to me." Chosen ones, these steps. Cultivating gratitude, healing old wounds, positioning yourself wisely and expecting passionately. Form a roadmap toward the financial miracle that's racing toward you. This isn't about manipulating the divine. It's about harmonizing with a natural law that says faith plus action yields abundance. You might not see the full picture yet, but each time you take one of these steps, you're moving closer to the moment when your bank account or your mailbox or your email inbox explodes with unthinkable blessing. If you're feeling that momentum, that sense that each paragraph is lighting a new spark of clarity in you, then once again type 777. Let it be the exclamation point on your realization that you're not just passing time here, You're actively weaving the tapestry of your own financial redemption story, and what a story it's going to be. As we proceed on this path, remember to keep your eyes open for signs and synchronicities. Perhaps you'll overhear a conversation about a job opening that fits you perfectly, or stumble upon an online article that describes exactly the investment strategy you need. Maybe you'll dream vividly about the answer to a pressing financial question, or wake up one morning with an inspired idea for a product or service people desperately want. These are not coincidences, they're clues in a divine treasure hunt. Chase them with curiosity, test them with wisdom, and watch how they unfold into tangible results. Also, be mindful that a financial miracle might sometimes require letting go of something you currently value. It could be a comfort zone, an unproductive relationship, or even a mindset of victimhood that oddly feels safe because it's familiar. Sacrifice can be uncomfortable, but it often makes room for the new. Picture it like cleaning out a closet. When you remove what no longer fits, you free up space for what does. And trust me, the new wardrobe of blessing you're about to receive is going to look stunning on you. If you're willing to do this type of soul clearing and environment clearing, then let 777 be your stand. Each digit typed is you metaphorically tossing out old garments of fear and lack, making room for the garments of abundance and generosity. You'll walk differently wearing these new clothes. You'll stand taller, speak with more confidence, and carry a light in your eyes that says you know exactly who you are and whose you are.